Hey everybody, Jill here. Today I want to walk you through site search tracking on your website. So I do a lot of website audits, and this is one of the things I find that many don't set up. In the current version of analytics, you have to actually manually go in and set it up. When you guys set up GA4, which if you have not done yet, I would highly recommend you do it. As many of you are probably already know, the current analytics is actually going to go away next summer, and from what I understand as of right now, none of the data in your old analytics will transfer over to the new GA4 analytics. So you want to make sure you have both set up now, and if you don't, I would do that today. So site search is when somebody comes to your site. So say I click this and I want to learn how to remove blogs. I don't have an article on that. And then they go, blogger tips, maybe they'll try another one. Okay, so there's probably something in my about page, or maybe I want to learn about web page test. Okay, so every time somebody does a search on your site, you should know about it. That way you can either refine your content to make sure that the search results are being returned for those searches. It can help you write new content. It can help you understand issues that people are having around your business that maybe you want to address that you don't have results for. So that's what the site search is. So in Google Analytics, the current version, if you go into, let me actually back up here, you go into your admin, the little cog at the bottom, you come over to your view and click view settings. And then you go down to the bottom and you'll see site search settings. Okay, you guys should have this turned on. And then you have to add a query parameter. So what that query parameter is, it's going to depend on your CMS and how the searches are returned. Some might have to put an S here, some might have to put a Q, some might have to put the word search. In WordPress, it's typically an S. So let me show you what you're going to look for. So when I do a search on my website, if I do a search for website audit services, okay, you can see $S equals website audit services. So I'm going to enter the S as my query parameter. If you had search equals website audit services, you would put the word S. If there was a Q here, you would put the Q. So that's how you're going to determine what the query parameter is, and then you just click save. Then what happens is when you go into your reports, okay, in events, actually site search, sorry. All right, so now you have site search under behavior. You're going to do overview. And now you have all the search terms on your website. So this is a different website. This isn't my Two Dogs Media site, but these are all the search terms being done on this specific website. So I would look and see, do I have anything talking about programmers? I know I don't. So maybe I want to add a page about programmers because I've had 2 people recently search that term. I don't know why anybody would be looking for calendar, career path. I want to make sure that whatever results are being returned for career path is helping the user. Cashier, CIA agent, maybe I want to do a post about this. Cook, I know I have a post about that. Hopefully they found that. But this is a great way just to come through and see what is being searched for. In most, this is a small site right now. This is a pretty new site, so it's small. There's going to be search terms where you may have 4,000 search terms and realize, oh, wow, I don't have a page. So this is just a start, but there's other really cool things in here. So we have usage. Okay, so it's going to show you how many people are searching with site search or without. So this is really useful too to help you understand, is your site doing a good job from a navigation perspective? Are people able to easily use your navigation to find what they want? If not, you may see a really high site search volume, which may give you an indication you might want to fix some things with your navigation. Okay, so lots of really great information in here. It's telling you how many sessions used a site search, average session duration. You can see once they do a site search, they are actually staying on page, which is great. And I don't have any goal conversions, but it'll be interesting to see how many of those site searches actually have goal conversions. And you can see my bounce rate is, really low on the site search. Search terms, that's what we just looked at with the list of terms. Okay, so I can see all the terms. What's really cool here is you can actually then see, like if they did cook, okay, they did one search, result page views is one page view. So they did time after search means they stayed on the page for about 4.5 minutes. So they found the page they wanted to go to and they stayed on it for 4.5 minutes. So this is going to give you some insight into whether or not they're finding what they're looking for. Okay, so here, programmer, I don't have anything about programmers on my site. So you can see across the board, everything's pretty abysmal. I don't have anything good going on there. Cashier, I don't really talk about cashiers on my website. I might have something that mentions a cashier, but I don't have a specific article. So maybe I want to write something about, what it's like to work as a cashier. CIA agent, I'm not sure why they're even staying on the page, so I'd want to investigate this and see what's going on because I don't talk about CIA agents at all, but for some reason they're staying on my site. So I'm going to want to investigate that, see what I can do to encourage them to stay on even longer and make sure I'm fulfilling their needs. So really good information in here to help you understand what's working and what's not. And then these are the pages that people are doing the searches from. So if they're, on career planning, they did a search from that page. They did a search from a blog. And these, they're probably just doing searches from the home page. Okay, so this is what the site search is, and lots of great information in here. In GA4, just so you know, so where you'd want to go from here, okay, when you go into admin, setting it up here would require you just going into data streams, clicking on whatever website you want to check on, looking at enhanced measurement. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is just click here. Just make sure site search is active. Okay. For advanced settings, they already had all these in here, so we don't even have to worry about it. They plugged those in for me. I didn't put those in. So you should probably see that by default, so it'll capture anything. But you do want to test it and make sure it works. And then just click save. And then this will add it to a bunch of different reports so you can view it as well. But again, I haven't dived into GA4 too much yet. I've been trying to avoid that like the plague. But I will do some future videos on GA4 as well as I start to work my way through it. So again, guys, if you haven't set up site search yet, please go do it and make sure it's set up properly, do some tests, and have some fun with it. That's it. Have a great day.